Hey guys, Celtic Reviews. Today I'm here to talk about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And as thumbnail and the title suggests, holy shit. That's the word that's the words I can describe this game with is holy shit. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I start talking about this game, I want to let everyone know that this is strictly my opinion. If you do not agree, please do not be disrespectful towards anybody in the comments down below. Just tell me why you disagree with my review, and I do respond to a lot of comments, so feel free to leave a comment down below. So, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a spin-off to one of my favorite franchises, Borderlands. This is I love Borderlands. So of course I was going to get this game. This is based off the Bunkers and Badasses board game from the Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep DLC from Borderlands 2. So instead of getting the apocalyptic setting, you're going to get the more D&D type setting. And this game is going to have more of a D&D feel to it. The weapons have been changed to things like automatic crossbows, and grenades have been swapped out with magic and all that. So they really did, this doesn't feel like a copy and paste. This does feel like they put effort into this, which I like. They didn't just take the guns from Borderlands 3 and just said, here you go, here's Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. No, this actually feels like they actually put effort towards this because the locations in this game are so gorgeous. The guns look amazing. The arm the armor that your class wears is amazing. You can actually customize your character, which I thought was really cool. Give them a background, give them a class. Later on in the game, you can give them another class, so you can do a dual class. Give them personality traits. It is really fucking cool, and you can tell that Gearbox put a ton of effort into this game. They also made major improvements from Borderlands 3. For one thing, the story is a miles ahead of Borderlands 3. This story is actually entertaining and funny and investing and enjoyable. I didn't feel like I wanted to blow my fucking brains out like in Borderlands 3. It's like they actually listened to the criticism and said, yeah, let's get different writers in. And these writers actually did a pretty good job. Now, is it as good as the story as Borderlands 2? Fuck no. Borderlands 2 to me will always have the best story in the Borderlands franchise. But I would say is on par with the pre-sequel. It's on that level of the pre-sequel. The graphics look amazing. It's amazing to see how much they evolved the cell shaded graphics. Because in Borderlands 3, like that was a gorgeous looking game, and somehow, I guess it's because of the setting, this game looks better. To me, it's more colorful, more vibrant. I love the fantasy look. It is a gorgeous looking Borderlands game. Um, Another fix from Borderlands 3, they fixed the legendary drop rates. So if you know Borderlands 3, you know the legendary drop rates were ridiculous. You would get a legendary every hour or so. That wasn't fun. In this game, they fixed it so it feels more like the legendary drop rate from Borderlands 2. So you will get a legendary, but it'll be very rare, and you will feel special for getting a legendary. You know how it should feel like. You should feel like you just got a cool new badass gun. You shouldn't be like, oh look, another legendary, like in fucking Borderlands 3. The voice acting in this game is phenomenal. With three top tier actors, Will Arnett, Andy Samberg, and Wanda Sykes being in the game really does help. But all the other voice actors did a really good job. The voice acting is fun. It's your typical Borderlands game in terms of the voice acting. Like it's on par with like Borderlands 2 and 3. I will say I do feel like the story was a bit short in this game. This has an 8-hour main story campaign. That's not including the side quests or none of that. So if you just beelined it to the main story through the main story, you're going to get about 8 hours of gameplay out of this. I do think it should be 12 to 15. That's me, but I did feel like the story was a bit short. But nevertheless, it didn't affect the story in any way. I just wish there was a little bit more. In game, there's actually a good end game. So in this game, once you beat the main campaign, you get something called a chaos chamber, where you go through a gauntlet and you can give yourself buffs and debuffs, well, curses and blessings. And you collect these moon orbs that you can use to spend to get extra health and more ammo and more gun damage. Is fun and addictive, and the harder you make this gauntlet, the better the loot will be, and it's so fucking cool to do. And I really hope they keep adding on to the Chaos Chamber because this is a cool mode. This is a great end game, and it does fit with this particular setting. And I know with the season pass, they are planning on adding more bosses, more Chaos Chamber stuff, more in-game items. Like that's gonna be so cool. And I also hope they add some campaign expansions because there's a lot of opportunities with the campaign expansions. But the end game is phenomenal. It is. In terms of performance and crashes, when the game first launched, when I first played it, the game did crash twice. For some reason, during the first day of launch, I was getting dips below 60 FPS, but now it's like now I'm staying at a steady 60, so maybe it patched it. I don't know because I have it on Xbox. But so far, after the first day of launch, it was holding a steady 60 FPS. So overall, to me, Borderlands is a great franchise. If you're not a fan of it, you're not going to be a fan of this. But if you're a fan of it, I do think you're going to love this game. Me personally, I do think Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a phenomenal game. It's worth the money, definitely, with all the side content of you can clear dungeons, there's a ton of side quests to do, and of course the addition of the Chaos Chamber, which is endless because of it randomly generates. So if I had to give Tiny Tina's Wonderlands a score, given that I did say I wish the campaign was a bit longer, I cannot give it a 10 out of 10. It's not perfect, but damn is it fun. If I had to give this game a score, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. And this is a very high 9 out of 10. To me, they're step in the right direction for Borderlands. It's a huge step up from Borderlands 3. And I'm honestly happy I got the game, and I can't wait to see what future content they add to this fun game. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a awesome day. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I had fun making it. I had fun with the game. And I have plans to do even more reviews of some older games coming up here soon in the near future. So, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.